Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
Lynn.
Itai, CEO Chugana Birat. We have our masks on today just to kind of show off. It's a little bit hard to hear, so we won't be wearing them the whole time. But just wanted to say thank you all for joining us for episode, 14, I guess, of the
14.
Yuntaku.
Yeah, we're doing 14.
Yeah.
And first off,
Yes. So
and
I just want to say thank you. Ne?
yeah, so
Go
real
ahead.
quick, I wanted to apologize, everybody for last week. Well, I'll go back to my mask. First of all, I'm very excited about this mask because I finally have a Uchina mask, and I want to say thank you to my mother-in-law for making this. But this is a good time to, I think good time since everywhere in the country the cases have been going up, right? The pandemic, and
Mhm.
so just a reminder for everybody that it's important to wear a mask to not just protect ourselves but more so to protect others, right? And
I got
so, oh, nice, Lynn.
this one too. It's got Shisa and Goya. And
That is pretty cool. And I'm hoping, so is mask for all, is that contest, can I still go in, or is that?
well, it's not really a contest, but we
Oh,
are
sorry,
still
yeah.
collecting photos of people with masks, and we wanted to make sure that everyone continues to wear their masks. When we started this, we had no idea how long this is going to go on for, but it looks like wearing masks and things like that is here to stay. So mahalo for everyone for supporting. I know a lot of people are making fancy ones. We have all different ones with different designs. So stay tuned. I also heard that we are looking at possibly doing some HUOA masks. So we'll see what if you would buy HUOA. Right now we're just looking at like a simple one with the HUOA logo on it, but all kinds of ideas coming out. And so I've seen some beautiful ones with beautiful Okinawan fabrics. So really excited about that. So one new thing that we're all going to come out of 2020 will be mask culture. Yeah, with our pretty masks.
Yeah, absolutely. So
So
very excited for today's show then.
yes, we are very excited. As you can see, we are. Again, I wanted to go back to what DJ said, and we do want to apologize to everyone for last week. We had some technical difficulty, but we are learning. We are trying new things, and we're pushing our limits a little bit, so that's good. As many of you know, we are getting ready for our virtual Okinawan Festival event coming up later in September. So that's why we were trying new things, got new equipment. I'm glad we did it now and not in September. But
Thank
yes, we
you.
are moving ahead. And I just want to say thank you, DJ, John, Itamura, all the team for really coming together and figuring out our system now. So now that we have new equipment and software.
And I really appreciate, during the craziness last week, we had a lot of sound issue, and a lot of people were commenting and trying to provide feedback, and I really very much appreciate it. And so John and I, we took a few days this past week to make sure that we get this correct and right. We were testing all day, debugging. We finally figured it out, and we're even more excited today because we've been using a mixer. We realized we've been using the wrong setting in this what they call a StreamYard platform. And for all the nerds like John and I out there, it wasn't the mixer itself that was echoing, but we realized we just had the wrong setting, and now it's working correctly. So we figured it out. So the music, when you hear our guests sing and when you hear the music, it should be a lot higher quality. So I appreciate it if you could give us a feedback on what the sound sounds like, not on this interview part, but more so on the music, and that'd be much appreciated. And
So thank you.
and just so that you know, we didn't forget about Allison. We made the decision to kind of cut just to make sure that we give her the quality quality show that she deserves. I mean, she's an amazing singer, and we decided just to stop, regroup, and then she's going to be actually featured next week, Tuesday, and so we're very excited to have her back. Yeah.
So tune in next week for Allison Arakawa. For those of you who haven't heard her sing, beautiful voice. So really looking forward to it. So once again, thank you again for your patience and understanding. And we are going to Chibario. We're gonna go for it. Yeah. Okay, so again, always want to make sure that everyone who's on here, obviously you know about our Facebook and YouTube pages, but please share it with your friends, families, kupuna, keiki, we always, and tell your friends to like and subscribe. Send it out to a lot of your email contacts. It's still something that we're reaching out to the community. And I'm so glad to see, I'll use Pat Miyashiro for a really good example. So before COVID, well, he had a new cell phone, but during COVID, he has learned how to use Facebook, YouTube, and his Zoom. And he's even, and it's just amazing to me because he's done it, with some help from his family, of course, but now he is teaching other people too. I've seen him trying to help other people. So very, very proud of everyone in our Okinawan community. And even, of course, obviously for ourselves, we're learning new things too, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of us are stepping outside of our comfort levels right now, learning new skills. That'll be our thing this year. So, okay.
Absolutely.
So again, thank you, everyone. We have our usual suspects in the house. Everyone, and comment, let us know where you're coming in from. And we love to see our live comments on here. Hey, thanks, Karen.
Janine again. Thank you, Janine.
Thank you, Janine. Yep. These guys are, Linda's also here. She's, thank you, Linda. All right. So we have a lot of things going on. For those of you who came out to our Andagi Drive-thru event on Sunday, thank you so much for your help and your support. For those of you who, we sold out in less than 3 days. So I know a lot of people did not get to order. So we're really sorry about that. But we did have a great first time, very smooth event for our first drive-through event. So now that we know, the logistics of it, we're pretty confident that we're going to keep doing this throughout 2020. We're going to have to need new crews of people, so it's not the same people cooking and mixing every time. So stay tuned. We'll be engaging our clubs too as well for more. So we need mixing crew, cooking crew, bagging crew, distribution crew, traffic control crew. Those are our 5 main committees. So we'll be on the lookout for more teams of people, and hopefully, this is one way that we can continue to help support the HUOA. A lot of our events have gotten, canceled. The way we generate revenue is usually through the renting out of our hall. Oh, good Lord. If you can't tell with the hat and the mask, that's me. But most people said they didn't even see me. And I was like, I was right there in the bright yellow vest. But clearly, with everyone with masks, it was just really, it's hard to tell who is who, right? So, but thank you for everyone's support, and stay tuned. We will be letting people know about future events. I think we're going to stick to the drive-through formula for a while now. So hopefully you'll be able to get your fresh andagi.
And again, a big thank you to Pat Miyashiro. He was the brains behind this Andagi pop-up. He's the president-elect for next year, and he's been very busy all this year. And just working really hard, plan and executed just perfectly. I'm just still impressed at how fast we sold out of these pre-sale, 2-3 days, right? So
yeah, so we're gonna have to try and bump up our capacity to cook and get more people, because it's so popular. So that's a great problem to have, right, for us. So
absolutely. All right.
Okay. So everyone, we did send out a purple blast today, which is our email newsletter. We did let everyone know about, thanking them for our andagi pre-sale support. And we also just sent out the notice about today for Tom. So it's definitely going to be, this is something that we used to only send out, every couple of weeks, but now we are sending out our email newsletter once a week. So sign up on our HUOA.org website, and there's on the right side, it says to sign up for your purple blast. So this is the email that we got. Oh, it's okay.
No.
Let's see. Okay.
We got it.
We got it.
Right here.
All right. Okay. And I promise we will, and right above that is our donate button. So if you do feel so compelled, and for those of you who are in a position to donate, please don't forget to donate. You can do as little as $5. You can do as much as 500 if it so moves you. But we are asking our community to support us during this difficult time when the future is a bit uncertain and a lot of our events are being canceled. So like many other nonprofits, we are struggling a bit, but we're hoping that our community will come together and really put our creative thinking caps on how we're going to get through not just this year, but next year as well. So we appreciate the support.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right.
Okay. Very excited for our guests today.
I know they're back there, very excited too. So let's introduce our today's guest, Tom Yamamoto.
So quick introduction for Tom, yeah.
Yeah.
So he is our past HUOA president back in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a resource teacher at Iliahi Elementary School. He's also the director of Na Kamalii O Iliahi at the Iliahi Elementary School's Ukulele group. And also a uta sanshin player for Ryukyu, Koten, Afuso, Ongaku, Kenkyu, Choichi, Kai, Hawaii. And also dances hula for Hula Kaolakahi. Currently on leave, apparently, right? Did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
And before we bring Tom on, he's going to have a special presentation. And we're very excited to have a daughter of Tom, Kimi, a dancer. She's a dancer for Tamagusukuryu, Senju, Kai, Hawaii. Will dance Kajyadihu. And there'll be musical accompaniment by Ryukyu, Koten, Afuso, Ongaku, Kenkyu, Choichi, Kai, with Grant Masandu, Murata Sensei, Shihan, and Shibucho, Kenten Oro Sensei, Shihan, Kobe Oro, and then also Tom Yamamoto. So they're actually all here live. And of course, Kimi will be dancing live as well. So very excited to have them. Yeah.
So this is a family affair. I love it.
Very much so. So we're going to bring Afuso, and they will play Kajyadihu along with Kimi.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
We have the alumni from the earlier Yuntaku series. Just what, 4 months ago already now? We had Kenten
my goodness.
Sensei on the first show. Yeah.
4 months already. That's so fast.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And
And then we also had Kobe, right?
Grant Murata Sensei.
We've kind of come a long way since I guess the first 5 or 6 episodes, right? Because initially, our what we started out, because everybody had to stay home. We all of us stayed at home, and we just had our laptop and camera and mic, and now we're kind of moved on.
In my dark
But,
living room. Yeah. So thank you guys so much. So thank you for joining us too, twice now, or multiple times, to kind of bring this together. I know Tom didn't want it to just be about him, so he brought you guys along too, to help show that this is truly a family thing, and that this is a true passion, yeah, for.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show. And Sensei, Kenten Sensei, I know for, those who might have missed it, I know your a concert, which was originally planned for July, is going to be postponed to next year, yeah?
Yep. So it was supposed to be 7-Eleven, right, this year.
Mm-hmm.
But so we just postponed it 1 year. It'll still be 7-Eleven, but just 2021 now. So instead of Saturday, it'll be Sunday, 7-Eleven, 2021. Same place at the Pro City Culture Center.
Okay, so we'll keep that on the list.
Okay, so thank you very much for coming on the show. I do believe Tom and Kimi are ready now. So
Let's see. Tom and Kimi, are they ready? Hello.
Hello,
Hey, how's it
moshi
going?
moshi, hey say, aloha.
Very good. We're so excited to have both of you join us today. I think it's awesome that we have a father-daughter couple.
Well, you know what? We just first of all have to thank you guys for all these episodes that you've been putting on. Hats off to the crew And many of the people don't know that there's a lot of things going on backstage. So surprised when we first got here at the office that the whole setup and everything has to be coordinated so well. So really hats off to the usual suspects, as you put it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a new endeavor, as you can see, that's been
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah, taking us into a new era, and we're learning as we're going. Yeah, so it's like flying the airplane and putting it together as we're going. So, but everyone's really interested to talk to you, Kimi. So, um, tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey so far.
Hello, my name is Kim Yamamoto, daughter of Tom Yamamoto. Last year, I just graduated from the University of Hawaii Manoa in 2019 with a degree in psychology. So, hoping to go back to school this fall if there is school. But I just actually went to Okinawa in October, or from October to January of this year for the Kenshusei program in Tomigusku. So that's how I started dancing as well.
Nice. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the Kenshu program that you're at. So Kenshu means internship, yeah, in Japanese, I think. But were you in Tomigusku?
So yeah, actually I was in Tomigusku, and I was lucky enough to be probably one of the few students that actually had family that still lived there. So I was able to get hosted by them, which was really nice because then I was able to see more of the family and relatives in the area as well. Throughout the time, I was one of the last students to go up, so I didn't get to experience a lot of the things with the other students, but it was still really nice because I was actually able to go to the student summit, and that was really eye-opening. It was so cool. I was able to meet so many other Uchinanshu from all around the world, and it was really surprising to me to see how many people were from South America and even Canada. It didn't really occur to me that there was Okinawans in Canada.
There's a lot in Canada. There's in different parts of Canada, Vancouver, all over the place. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. So thank you so much. I'm so excited. We have who's that? They're saying, oh, it's so cute to see father-daughter together. And I'm sorry, we call you Kimi, but do you go by Kim now?
Oh no, either is fine.
From Hanai, yeah.
Oh, Kimi. We all know, like, we've called you Kimi for so long. You'll always be Kimi. So
When Lynn and I get mad at her, it's Kim.
Okay, now we know. By the way, Tom's wife's name is Lynn, so not me, Lynn.
And N-E.
Oh man! So now you're back in Hawaii and you're dancing with Senjukai, Tamaguskuryu Senjukai Hawaii. We had them on the show earlier too, yeah. So how's that been going?
So actually, I started practices maybe about a month before the whole lockdown, which was kind of a shocker to just go into practice and all of a sudden not have practice anymore. But luckily, we were able to start back up maybe about 3 weeks ago. So it's been not too strange. Like, we have markers where we're supposed to stay in class, then we have to take our temperature before we get into the dojo, which is not that out of the ordinary.
Right.
But yeah, it's really nice to get back and start dancing again too.
Yeah. Nice. Very good. Very good. Well, we're super excited to have you back home. Excited that you got to go to Okinawa and come back. And, I think if we're trying to make all these, opportunities for people to go to Okinawa, because it really does make a difference. Yeah. When you go and kind of live there for a little bit. Of course, we'll mention this later, but the first time I went to Okinawa without my parents was with the student exchange program. And that's another opportunity. But look at this, beautiful. This is from your finale performance?
Yeah, so my last performance up there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's like your kind of graduation ceremony, right? From the 3-month Kenshusei program. So they had you do dance And what else did they have to do? They usually make you do multiple things, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so the things that I took up there, I danced, I learned how to play sanshin. I also took cooking classes and calligraphy
Oh.
classes, and I was able to go to the Tomigusuku City Hall to learn more about like the psychology programs that they have over there.
Really? Is that your major in college?
Yeah, so I actually graduated with psychology.
Oh, wow.
Very good. Very good.
Just
That's-
recently.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
She got to study her crazy father. That's why.
Makes sense.
Don't worry, we get plenty of psychologists or people who think they're psychologists in the Okinawan community now.
Yeah.
Oh man, those are beautiful photos. Wow, look how you look beautiful in this photo. I'm so impressed. So impressed, Kimi. We're so excited.
All right.
Okay. So of
Well,
course
thank
you
you
have a
very much.
father too, who we're gonna showcase. Yeah. So Tom,
thank you very much, Kimi, for
Thank you.
coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
very good, and we'll be
All
seeing
right.
more of you. I'm sure. I know it. Very
Okay.
excited.
So, Tom,
Okay.
we're going to be drilling you now.
Drilling me, yeah. Okay.
So, of course, you're a multi-talented musician, a leader, versed in Hawaiian and Okinawan music and culture. How did you get passionate about Hawaiian culture and dance?
Actually, it wasn't well. Growing up, learned how to play the ukulele. It was always around us. My father played the ukulele, so my brother and I, we did that, and then oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah,
You guys
sounds
hear me?
good. Yeah, yeah,
Moshi moshi.
good.
Okay. So growing up, played the ukulele, but I don't think it was until college when I took Hawaiian language as my language requirement that I met a few people and they say, we have a halal that's going to start up. And then from there, everything just fell into place. Started taking
Look
hula.
at this guy. How have I never seen these photos? So
That was in 1991 at the Merry Monarch.
Wow.
1991.
Yeah, that
So
Friday.
Tom,
that
for those
night.
of you who don't know, we deem him most talented HUOA president. Because not only does he know, Uta Sanshin and is talented in Okinawan arts, but he's one of the few who is very talented in also Hawaiian arts. And, every time we go to Okinawa, this is actually what they want to see. They want to see Tom dancing hula. But even I don't think they've seen this photo. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like hear me talk. They just
Too funny.
Very awesome.
Isn't there another one? Merry Monarch.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, so that was at the Pukohola
Island,
they did
yeah.
a reunification, a reenactment of a major event in history.
Yeah.
So our halal was invited to perform there as part of that reenactment.
What
that
an
was the same
honor.
year. Yeah,
1991.
1991.
Wow, what an honor. I mean, so I think what we're showing here is like Tom has a very deep understanding of the Hawaiian culture, and it's oftentimes we will ask him a lot of questions when it comes to Hawaiian cultures, and if he doesn't know, he knows people who do know the answers, yeah, and has helped us kind of connect with our native Hawaiian culture here too, which is really important. Of course, as we often go to Okinawa as ambassadors of Hawaii, they want to know more about Hawaiian culture. So look at this. Where's Tom? Oh, Tom on the bottom.
This is actually the recent halal that I'm a member of. This is halal kaula kahi. So the kumu on the right side, upper right, that's Nalani Keale. And his father is Mo Keale. You all know Uncle Mo Keale. And this is actually a flyer from a performance that we had in Tokyo at the Nakano Sun Plaza. So we had a performance over there, and was a really nice experience. First, you hear about how I was traveling to Japan and having
What
the
year was this?
this was 1995, I believe. Yeah, 1995.
Wow.
I
What
love
an
the
honor.
picture.
Yeah, it was such an
It was
honor.
awesome.
I mean, just an honor to dance for for Nalani, Kumuna Nalani, and Uncle Mo, and
Yeah.
Mokiale
You
Trio.
can see their, for those of you who can read Japanese, you can see their names in Japanese. And so even, I mean, that was kind of a very novel thing back then, right? For halals to go to Japan to perform.
yeah.
It happens much more often nowadays. Yeah.
And even more so now. Yeah.
Yeah. They're very interested in Hawaiian culture. And I'm so glad that that's something we can share with them. And that's why oftentimes we're always relying on Tom to help share the Hawaiian culture when we visit Okinawa. Yeah. Yes. All right. So, as our most talented HUOA president, specifically, we asked Tom to do kind of more of a ukulele song today, too. Yeah. Or
Yeah, if
where's my
jikan ga areba.
Jikan ga areba? Definitely. Or are we doing hula first? Sorry, my bad.
Hula first. Yeah. Hula first.
Okay.
So Tom, what song are you gonna dance, or what music are you gonna dance? And would you mind telling us a little bit about?
Okay, this song is I learned this from my kumu, Nalani Kiale. This song is entitled Waikaloa, and it's it's actually an area on the island of Maui, not to be confused with Waikaloa on the Kona side of the Big Island.
Oh, okay.
A song that's really dear to me. I mean, it's one of the first songs that I learned from Kumu. So, yeah.
All right.
We're gonna give you, Tom. We're gonna give you a chance to get ready, and
maybe if anything, just throw on a lei, and then
okay.
All right.
to go.
All right. Well, while they're getting ready, I just want to show Karen's comment. Says, what about Tom? Very talented.
Very talented. Thank you, Karen. But yes, he is very talented. And like we said, it's interesting, how people come to find Okinawan culture. Oftentimes it's through something else. And as you have a very deep understanding of Okinawan culture, a lot of times people also find their appreciation for Native Hawaiian culture as well. So I love the fact that we can call on Tom for both, which is really great, really, really great. So I'm excited to bring this to you. I can tell you that Tom was definitely one of the more popular English teachers when he was an English teacher in Okinawa, because he could teach ukulele and hula. So yeah, we are very, very excited for him to join us today. Yeah. And he's definitely learned under some of the greats here in Hawaii. And so we're very fortunate to have that.
Very fortunate. Well, I believe Tom is ready.
Oh, that was exciting. Yes, I'm so.
Wow, that was awesome.
For those of you who know Hula, I mean, you can tell that he's definitely one of the people that I mean, he's learned from some great kumu. So always thankful to have him and his expertise. And one of the things that I remember from Tom, like I said, the first time I met Tom was as a student on the student exchange program. And the reason why we got to know him was because he was trying to teach all of us a hula as a group so we could take it to Okinawa. Now, even though we're all from Hawaii, I would say out of 20 of us, like 3 people had done hula before, and so he was trying to teach us all the footwork and everything. And so, yeah, it was just that was my first experience knowing Mr. Yamamoto. So,
Mr. Yamamoto. Wow,
All
Tom,
right.
it's 30 years younger. Says.
Yeah, there you
Thank
go.
you, Jacqueline and Toma. Jacqueline, Toma, great footwork and dancing. We see Patrick Miyashiro tuning in. Awesome connection between Hawaii and Okinawa.
Yep, very
Um,
true.
Thank you, Shikina77. Sugoi. All you needed was the lei.
Yep, he went from uta sanshin to hula. So
Well,
very good, very good.
I think Tom is ready now. Let's bring him back online.
All right, there we go. See the lei.
Ooh, and
All
time
right.
to catch the breath. And
Yeah, great. Well, we have a.
as you get my age, you need
Maybe
a
doing in the
few
back,
more
but I was doing.
seconds, minutes, hours.
Yep. So for those of you who don't know, not only does he do hula, but he is a great, ukulele musician. Like you said, that's actually one of the first instruments, right? You picked up, Tom.
Yes, about I think it was always around us because my father used to play, and then as an elementary school student, you pick up the ukulele. It's
Yep.
I think a 4th grade requirement. Yeah, so.
As one person told me, and his name was Governor David Ige. He's like, those 4 chords you learn in 4th grade, they take you far,
Oh yeah,
Those 4
basic
chords,
but
just
very
basic,
versatile.
take you far, yeah. He's like, look at me, I even got to play one song with Jake Shimabukuro, and all I took was 4th grade ukulele and some summer fun classes. So all right, so tell us a little bit more about I have here that you're the ukulele director of Na Kamalii O Iliahi, right?
Okay, so very proud of the group. When I came to Iliahi in 1993, our director at that time was Edwina Wong. She was our librarian. And a few years later, she was going to retire. And one of the things she told me was, hey, Tom, don't you ever let this ukulele group go. So I kept their promise. And, since 1993 to now, we've continued the program, Na Kamalii O Iliahi, which means the children of Iliahi. But we perform locally at throughout the Waihua community, and we've been doing performances throughout the island. We've traveled to Maui and the Big Island. In fact, I think our last performance was March 13th. On March 14th, we had a performance at Ka'ahumanu Shopping Center on Maui. But this was not in the midst, but it was in the very beginning of the identification that this pandemic might start.
Yeah.
So that performance that day was canceled. We're still on Maui. I mean, no problem coming home and all that, but so back up one day, Maui Mall was our last performance, and at 2 elementary schools.
Wow.
I know. Wow. So this is a great photo. This is your students here.
If you notice real good, try and take a look at that photo on the far right upper top row. That's Mac Yonamine. Uncle Mac. So he invited us to 15 Craigside. We did a couple performances actually over there. So this is one of the performances that we did. and so grateful. All the kids are so grateful to play for the kupuna to bring give back to them. Yes. So any chance we get, we have an opportunity to play at what do you
Yeah,
call
for
it?
senior citizens.
Nursing
Yeah.
homes and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for those of you who don't know Mac Yonamine, he did pass away recently, but he was a great supporter of the Hawaii United Okinawa Association and loved to get younger people involved. Was always had a passion, yeah, for getting children involved. So, oh, very good. So, so besides, wow, look how many students you have. Holy cow, that's a lot.
That's his past school year's photo
Oh.
group picture. Yeah. So every year we have a new uniform. Of course, third, fourth, fifth. So some of them stay 3 years in the group, and throughout the 3 years, a lot of them grow right from third to fifth grade. So
Right.
we have to change our uniform every year. So
That's great.
That's-
And how many? Wow, you have a large group too.
yeah,
30,
we usually
40.
start off with anywhere between 80 to 100 students,
Wow.
third, fourth, fifth. So yeah, so
That's
Very
amazing.
cool. Very cool. Well, your background as an educator and a musician definitely is helping us. We count on your skills a lot in HUOA. So we're super
Thank you.
proud of all the work you do, not only within the Okinawan community, like clearly that you do a lot for HUOA, but there's also all the stuff you do outside of the community, especially with Iliahi Elementary School. And for those of you who don't know, Jane Serikaku, who also was our former executive director, was the principal at Iliahi for a very long time. Yeah.
Yes, she hired me.
Yeah.
And basically became my second mom.
Yeah.
Here, Iliahi and here. So, I really hold her near and dear to my heart. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very, very.
We all do.
Yeah.
Okay. So, of course, we see the ukulele in your hands, and we'd like to definitely hear from you. So tell us a little bit about what you're going to play today.
Okay. So, being that Iliahi is, on the central side, I like to spend a lot of time on the north shore of Oahu, and Haleiwa is one place that we like to frequent. So the song is entitled Haleiwa Hula. Too bad there's no hula dancer in the background that can be accompanying me with the song. Lynn, you want to stand up from wherever you are to do this?
I don't know what it's like. Sorry.
Okay, so
You ready?
Anytime. Okay,
All right.
Haleiwa Hula. Hanno hanno haleiwa tu home aloha. Hanno hanno haleiwa tu home aloha. Ui no puaena ka e hukanga wana wana. Kila kila haleiwa ka hale kipa o na malini. Haina ka puana hano hano haleiwa. Haina ka puana hano hano haleiwa.
Yay! All right. That was awesome. Oh. Almost as good as Imi Hanaili, but that's okay. Just as good. Just as good. Oh, very good. My goodness, that was beautiful. For those of you who don't know, that song is super hard to sing. That song, because you go super high, huh? Falsetto, falsetto.
right.
All right. Very good. Thank you so much,
I'm
Tom.
wearing the tightest pants I could find. So,
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
So
Awesome
thank you.
singing and ukulele playing from Jacqueline Toma. Thank you, Jacqueline, for tuning in.
I
And
was,
Keone Young says, "Yeehaw, yeehaw."
kind of hear me chee-hooing in the back, but I am. All right. So thank you so much, Tom. So we've kind of we've been really lucky, and that was one request when I did ask Tom. I was like, we definitely want to hear some, see hula and hear you play ukulele as well. But of course, we also want to hear a little bit about your journey to Okinawa and how Okinawan culture became such a huge part of your life as well. So
Yeah. So, in 1996 is when Jane Serikaku asked me if, hey, we have this student exchange program. Are you interested in becoming or being a chaperone this summer? I said, oh, okay. And this is in the midst of me being so involved with the Hawaiian culture, hula and stuff. But I gotta say that is the turning point in my life, because I don't know what it was. It was meeting my relatives, just being there, just being immersed in the culture, and with the students, and just sharing the same experience with the students. And this is my first time as a chaperone, but I was just in awe as the students were, traveling to Okinawa and then coming back. I'm like, I gotta search for music. So that's how I called my cousin. Hey, Isaac, you know any sanshin players? You go, oh yeah, I get one, but you're not too good looking, but but nah, just joking. I can say that because he's sitting like 10 feet away from me. Yeah. But Sanda Sensei, so
He's not within
and then
arm's
the rest
reach.
is history,
Whack
and
in the head.
been playing for Afuso ever since.
Very good.
Now you guys know I'm joking. Sensei, I'm joking.
You can get whacked in the head, Tom.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But so many, and then after that, because of that experience, the student exchange was more involved in becoming a chaperone almost every year. And then in 1998 to 2000, went to Okinawa on the JET program. And as you can see, that's the picture that we took. That's my wife, me, and that's Kimi. When she was, I think either a year and a half or 2 years. But
Wow.
I just gotta say that I need to really, really thank my wife, my family for really supporting and just following and being part of the whole journey. That not only us going to Okinawa, and that's a big part, but just everything, just the being part of the hula, the culture, and she just supported me just throughout my life. Yeah. So thank you, Ma. Thank you.
Yay. Oh, this is wonderful.
Very
Yeah.
nice photo.
Definitely, I know. Like that, 96 was your first year being chaperone, right, for a student exchange.
Yes.
And I can say, so I got to go on 97. Oh, what year is this? Is this 96?
That's 96. That's
96. Okay.
Yeah.
Never brought up a 97 photo.
Added to me. Yeah.
Yeah. But I can definitely say, like, it was fun because you could tell that even in 97, you were also as excited as we were,
Oh, yeah.
To be in Okinawa. And I think it definitely made a great experience, even for me as a student. So that was back in 1990, whatever, 97.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We still have that banner, right? Yeah. Same banner.
Yeah, it's somewhere upstairs here.
Somewhere. But such a great. We're gonna talk about the sister, the Hawaii Okinawa Sister State Student Exchange Program, the high school student exchange program, a little bit later in our Yuntaku, because we wanted to really talk about that one in depth, and also maybe bring in some people from Okinawa. this is one of the few high school student exchange programs that is truly an exchange. So a lot of times when you say exchange program, it just means you go abroad. This program, we send our Hawaii students to Okinawa, and then the Okinawa students actually come here too. So you are able to stay at your host family's house, and then you host the student, right? Or we host the student from Okinawa, and then you get to go to their host home in Okinawa and stay with them. So it's one of the few programs in the world really that is in a true exchange. So I think it's something very special. But we'll talk about that later, because it is something that's very near and dear to both, for sure, for both Tom and I, and the HUOA in general. So, man,
a lot of
And this is
coordination
just
as well too. Yeah, every year.
Yeah. We did have to cancel this year, unfortunately, due to COVID. The Okinawan students coming and us going. So
That's right.
we're on
Very
hold
sad.
this year, and hopefully, this will be something that we can resume. But 2020 is the 30th anniversary, like many other anniversaries this
Oh,
year.
that's right.
We'll continue to celebrate this one and make sure that this is something that we continue to do into the future. So, all
Very
right.
much looking forward to it.
So as Tom mentioned, it was really a turning point, right, for you, and
definitely.
as you got more and more into Okinawan culture, and you've been doing uta sanshin, so you're gonna also play something for us today too, yeah?
Yes.
What's your next song?
The song is called Ashibi Shongane, and I guess long story short, it's a love song.
Mhm.
And I'm looking at the clock. I think going over time. Yeah.
That's okay. うちのタイム大丈夫。
Yeah. So Ashibi Shongane. Okay. 面かじぬでんし。たたなうちきりばささしょんがねすりしょんがねわしにおるひまんあゆらやしがよんなささしょんがねすりしょんがねあしびおもかじやまりまりどたちょろささしょんがねすりしょんがね ぞがおもかじやあさんゆさんよんなささしょんがねすりしょんがねはい、ありがとうございます。
Wow.
Very awesome.
That was beautiful, Tom. Thank you. So the many versatile talents of Tom Yamamoto. It's amazing. Joto, Joto. Very
I'm going to
good.
share some comments from Cheryl Nakamoto. She says, "Hi, Joy Ura Sonnan. Hope all is well with you. Take care. Hope to see." Oh, that's something else. This one from JV Tengan, sending you all heartfelt aloha from Naha. Wow. Thank you for joining all the way from Naha. And then
Yes.
from Dustin Ebisu, Joto Ippe Rife de Biru.
いいですね。
Very good. Very good. Oh, that was beautiful. So yeah, just wanted to quickly ask you about, you were HUA president in 2016, and that was such a special year. So if you had to wrap up your year, I know it was a Taikai year, right?
It was a Taikai year.
Um,
And unfortunately, that was the year that we had to also cancel festival. The
Oh, jeez.
possibility of the hurricane coming
Hurricane.
in, but
Yeah, that's right.
better safe was actually
Yeah.
really better safe than Tuisaria. So, but yeah, Taikai, I guess, was one of the highlights of that
Yeah.
year.
Very much.
Among other things, among the events and activities that we had here. But yeah, it was this one experience that I could never ever always
treasure
with
it,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm fortunate in that this year, well, there's not a whole lot of events that I'm going to, but I do. But in the same way, we get to do these Yuntaku lives, and so I feel like I'm definitely getting to learn, more, connect people, and still doing it in a way that, it's just different. It's new. It's a lot of unexpected things that are going on, and so I lean on you guys a lot, our past presidents of the Hawaii United Okinawa Association for advice. You guys have probably seen it all too, but just wanted to give a nice shout out to all of our past presidents out there. We have a lot of past presidents, and Tom is definitely one of them that I lean on for advice. So thank you. All right.
No, but hats off to all of you. The effort you guys are making in whatever way you can, like Yuntaku, a way to perpetuate our culture. That's showing so much effort, showing everyone our bond, our ability to work together, and
Yeah.
thank you so much.
No,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Tom.
So thank you for being one of our real talented HUOA members. I think we got to showcase a lot of your talent here today, and it's super exciting. It's definitely going to be one that I know a lot of people in Okinawa, especially because they love when you dance hula and you play ukulele. So thank you so much. I was wondering,
you.
I don't know, this is a super random request, and I should have asked earlier. I was wondering if you and Kenten Sensei and Masandu Sensei and Kobe could play kachashi music at the end.
Kachashi. I usually play the taiko. So
Oh, that's right. You always play the taiko.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We got a
It's just
couple
that we
kami
haven't
over
heard
here,
it
but I don't
live in so long. That's okay. You can dance. You can dance. I'm sure.
Yeah.
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 But thank you again. We wanted to bring everyone else out. Is Kimi still there? Kimi?
Yeah, she's still there.
Kimi, come,
We'll
come.
bring the sensei's camera back online too.
はい。ごめんね。急にちょっとお願いして。すいません。But this is wonderful. Oh.
Haya sensoro yoyana Abosin kiro mijiya Oyagiriba tomaro yoyana Nani Toyo mari dosa kumoji no hoi gajimaru Haya sensoro yoyana Haya sensoro yoyana Ashibisoro uchi ni chichimiri sagati yoyana dechayo Tachi modora sayubi no jibun Haya sensoro yoyana
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey.
Thank you so much. It's been so long, since we've been at an event where we can all do kachashi together. So thank you so much for indulging me. Oh, thank you so much again, Tom, Kimi, Grant, Murata Sensei, Kenten Odo, and Kobe Odo. Thank you so much, you guys. And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Yuntaku Live from the Hawaii United Okinawa Association.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
Aloha.
you. Mahalo.
Have a great evening.
Thank you, David.